Hello and welcome to my channel on cricket. So finally a win for India. India winning that last ODI where Rohit Sharma scored a superb century. And what a class batting by him and Kohli. And after such a long time he has scored a century in ODI. Last century I remember was during the India-England series at Indore where there was an issue with the floodlights. I think that was I don't remember him scoring a century at the Champions Trophy. In fact, Virat Kohli had scored a century at the Champions Trophy semi-final, I think against Pakistan. So yeah, so well done to India for winning the last ODI. However, Australia have taken the series. The series does belong to Australia, so there are a lot of issues. India will play Australia again at the Women's World Cup semi-final, probably at the DY Patil Stadium, Navi Mumbai. Best of luck to the Indian cricket women's team. I hope you win, play well, express yourself. But coming up against Australia is always a challenge, especially in ICC tournaments. Whether it's men's or women's, it doesn't matter. Australia. So let's see what happens. That match is scheduled for tomorrow, 30th October. So please watch the match. And New Zealand have beaten England in the first ODI. I was watching the highlights of that match, and it was a weird game because at one stage England was 77 for 6. England were asked to bat first. New Zealand won the toss, which was to field, and it seems England have a superstar in the form of Harry Brook. He was exceptional, and a couple of differences between him and the other players. You must be wondering why it was only Harry Brook was the one who was able to score runs and not the other players. Well, two reasons I found out. First reason was Harry Brook was positive. He did not have that anxious, lack of self-confidence, attitude, negative thinking. I could see none of that in his batting. Second thing is his feet was moving. He was charging towards the ball. He was trying to play shots. He was very positive and his feet were moving. Some of the other senior players, notably the top order, George Butler and this and that, their feet weren't moving. They were in negative. They were thinking negative. They were in a shell. They were I don't know. So New Zealand also bit they gave up the game in the sense that England was 77 for 6 and they should have finished it then and there, but they allowed England to score competitive total and they did fight back England, but yeah, overall New Zealand won the match by 4 wickets, and it was a good game. England shouldn't mind this loss because you have a superstar in the form Harry Brook. Probably the right decision to make him the captain. However, seniors in the team not performing is a cause of concern. We'll see what happens in the second ODI. I think it's tomorrow or day after tomorrow, 2 3 days. England have won the T20 series. Two matches were washed out. In the second match, they scored a mammoth total of 265, and then New Zealand were bundled out for I think 180, 170. So, yeah, that's it for England, New Zealand. New Zealand also did well. They have to improve in a couple of areas. Bowling was a bit disappointing. So Bracewell, Mitchell, and yeah, they really saved New Zealand that day. Maybe New Zealand would have lost, not for them, but for them. So yeah, and now we have the T20 match coming up today. Australia versus India at Canberra. Probably the first time an India Australia game is being held there. I don't know. T20. Gold Coast, then Hobart are next venues. Then Sydney, Brisbane. Gold Coast and Hobart are the first time probably India will be playing over there. So exciting. Let's see what happens. In T20s, India is a much stronger team than Australia. Although Australia are capable of giving them a good fight or a good challenge or test. So never underestimate Australia as we saw in the ODI series. And India will be in a lot of pressure if they manage to win this T20 series. Because then Indian fans will be saying, oh, we won the T20 series, but why we could not win the ODI series? And the difference is clear, it's the captainship. Surya Kumar Yadav is an exceptional and a very good captain. Shumban Gill, unfortunately, at this stage is not. He has a lot to learn and he has to learn quickly. Otherwise, we won't win the 2027 ODI World Cup. So that's it for my channel for today. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you very much.